Hi, the purpose of this video is to explain the various ways that you can save a file. So you can see this letter was typed. Currently it has the name of document 1, which means that it hasn't been saved yet. Basically, it's just a temporary name that's given to the document. So the very first time you go to save, you typically would go to File and then go to Save. And you'll notice that it always, even when you go to pick Save, it comes up as the Save As. And you need to browse to locate the place that you want to save your file. So let's say you open up your file, you basically navigate your way into wherever you want to save it to, and then you type in the name of the assignment. And by default, it gives it a save as type of a Word document, right? So I picked the location where I want it, I picked the name of the file and what type of file, which defaults to Word document, and I hit save. So now I see up in the title bar that it says that it's letter for assignment, okay? And if I made a change to this document, I could just simply hit save up here on the quick access toolbar, or I could go back to File Save, and it wouldn't bring me to that Save As screen anymore because it only does that the very first time when you go to save a file, because it needs to know what name you want to give it and what location you want to give it to. Now, if you wanted to change the name of the file, right, let's say you needed to add your name to the beginning of it, then you would go to File Save As, and what that would enable you to do is to say add your name to the end or the beginning of the file, which is something that we typically do for our assignments. And so when we click on Save, we'll see that now it saved it as a different name, and that original letter is still out there. So what's nice about this is you open up a document, you save it with your name at the end of it, the original is still there. So if you royally screw up, you can go back to that original one and just work from this one. So you basically have two files that look exactly the same. If I make changes to this one, then obviously the original one just stays the way it was if the changes aren't reflected there. So the third way that you can save a file is by saving it as what's called a PDF file. And that's typically like all of your assignments are saved as a PDF file. The idea being there that number one, you can read a PDF file without having Word. Adobe is a reader of a PDF, which stands for Portable Document Format File. And Adobe is a free software that's available to anybody that will allow people to read PDF files. Very useful for like if you're sending out your resume, because you send your resume, it doesn't matter what program they have, they can definitely read it. And also, most people would not be able to edit a PDF file. So that's the other purpose behind it. You could buy extra software that allows you to edit PDFs, but for the most part, people don't edit them. So I just want to teach you quickly how you can save as a PDF file. So when you go to File here, you can see I have it saved in this folder. And there's a couple different ways that you can save as a PDF file. One is you could just go to Save As, okay? And then in the Save As type box here, you would actually pick PDF from the drop-down list. So that will give it an extension of PDF versus DOCX, which is what Word normally gives to each of its file names at the end of its file name. And that extension basically just tells the operating system what program created the document. Okay, so then it knows what tool to use to open it. So if I were to click on Save here, you'll see that it comes up and it's opens up Adobe Acrobat, and now it's not something I can edit, but basically it's just a readable format of the file. Okay, so if I close out of it, I'll still have my original document in the background. Okay, the other way that you can save to a PDF file is to go to File and to go to Export, and then you can use this method by clicking Create PDF XPS, and basically it will do the same thing. It'll just find it and put the Save As type as PDF. Okay, and you can see the little way a PDF file looks is you have that sort of red and red logo instead of the W logo for Word, indicating the difference between the two different types of files. Okay, so that pretty much, I think, explains how to save as a PDF file. It really was the purpose, and just sort of reviewing how the difference between File Save and File Save As. So hopefully you found the video useful.